Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have Jimmy Wheeler with 428 rating versus Mariah Carey with 439 rating, so it's going to be another high rated DB video. And with that being said, let's hop right in. We're going to see Mariah Carey win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and they'll decide to go first. 45 versus 40. Opening hands, we have Talons, Kelbeck, Solik, Shaylin, Medora. They have Keldo, Mole Cricket, Medora, Sunflower, and Sornier. So we're going to see the Naturia Runick deck, and I'm pretty sure that they play Runick cards too, because we've seen them play, other times, but probably just didn't draw any. Discard Medora to go search, and then they're going to go ahead and grab out a Kelda from the deck to the hand, and then normal summon Mole Cricket effect, tribute, bring out Camilla effect, dump the tree, and then tree effect to go search for a Naturia card, which is going to grab the blessing. Overlay, make number 60, then number 60 effect, detach, draw, and there we go. We see the freezing and the tree, and then dig it on the discard. They're going to discard the tree. Tree effect, go search, not once per turn by the way. Go search blessing, and then freezing, summon out hugging effect, discard sunflower, go search fountain, activate, summon out from grave. We also have a synchro 6 play that could give us, more draws. So we're going to turn those into the Charge Warrior effect. Hey, there we go. Now we have, our draw off this gave us a Runick card. Our draw off this gave us Runick cards. So now we have Fountain live to draw 2 more. Activate Fountain, activate the Destruction, bring out Fangs. Fountain, put back 2, draw 2. Draws Keldo and Mole Cricket. Sadly didn't draw more Runick cards. Maybe could have Sornier, set up a rank 6, but I don't even know what you would go for, because it's cool to go for Beatrice to dump Sacred Tree to get you to your Naturia stuff, but we already got there, and we don't have Runick cards, so we can't just blindly dump Runick cards. No links to make, so we pass, draw Scream, and then go main phase. They're going to activate Scream, and then activate the Shaylin effect, then they're going to activate the Blessings. Anything else? Nope. Resolve your card. Bring out Camilla, and then discard Kelbeck, bring out Shaylin, mill 3, new Chainlink, Solik 1, Kelbeck 2, and that's it. No Scream effect. We're going to save the chain blocking. Then they're going to chain Camilla, so Camilla will summon from the graveyard and dump. So we're going to go ahead and dump tree, bring out sunflower, and then both players will mill 5 from the Kelbeck, and then they get the Solik search. And then you forgot the Solik search. Okay, well, never mind. So looking at the graveyards, I was going to say we'll reevaluate everything that was milled after they searched, but they forgot. So we're going to see Medora, Havness, Fenrir. Fenrir in our graveyard is very bad because our opponent definitely plays Earth Charmer. Yeah, they milled a few Runick cards there, which is good. Druis Worms milled, which is good for the tier player. They still have Medora, Keldo in graveyard. They milled Tree. So they say Havness effect, question mark. But the Tree is Chainlink 1. It's mandatory. So Tree 1, Havness 2, and then Keldo 3, Keldo put back, Blessing, Medora, and Havness. Then they're going to chain their Medora to shuffle back, and then chain Sunflower to negate. And then they mill 2 because they're using Camilla effects, so instead of tributing for cost, they're going to mill 2. You can only do that once per turn though, so the next Sunflower will actually have to tribute this card and a Naturia. But they're going to put back, and then yeah, Jimmy Wheeler just submits defeat there. So on into the next game, we get to see the tier player go first. We got Fenrir, Medora, Scream, Heartbeat, Talons. Really bad hand. They have Medora, Druis Worm, Keldo, Talons, and Nib. So go main phase, special Fenrir effect. And then Fenrir is going to go search for another copy of Fenrir before setting Heartbeats and passing. They draw the MST. Keldo, discard Medora, and then summon out, go search, anything on resolution. And then, nope, normal summon Keldo, make number 60. And then they're going to go ahead and use number 60 effects, set attach to draw and discard. So that's going to draw on the tip and Talons, discard Talons, because we already have another one, which should be a pretty easy read on this side once our opponent starts playing. Activate tip. And then Tip's going to go search Fountain, and then banish one. Either Like, if they discard talents, either they have multiple talents, or their hand is so good that you're going to lose no matter what you do. Then they have to banish the top card. Banishes a Haveness. Always hitting, like, random tier names off Runick cards feels very good. They're going to pop the back row, and then they're going to chain Heartbeat to out the Fountain. So now they're going to discard Medora, and then, ooh, the banishes, they get rid of Crime and Solic. So now they just pass, because they never forced the Fenrir effect. I guess, like, maybe there you could pray, you could use your graveyard shuffle back on their graveyard shuffle back, and then maybe they use their shuffle back to shuffle back your other two shuffle backs, and then you have Talents Live. And Talents Live at least gets you a little bit, no matter what. They draw Keldo. Then Battle Phase, Attack, Effect, Banish face down. And the thing is, they skip their next draw phase, so they're not able to do anything. So pass, draw Planet, activate Planet. And then that's going to go search for the Rhino Heart. Banish Medora, put back all their shufflers. And then activate Scream, normal summon Rhino, Rhino 1, Scream 2. Also, you have to say skip battle phase. In most real life tournaments, you don't actually have to say skip battle phase for your Runick cards. Definitely asked the head judge before. But on DB, you do have to say skip battle phase because of all the judge calls that they were having. So they're going to mill Medora, Rhino, Kelbeck, and then dump Haveness. Haveness effect. Just Haveness, and then they change Druid's Worm, so banish, summon, and then they could have Fenrir, banished this face down, but they wanted the Talents take it, and then battle phase, yeah, it's enough for a game for sure. And then on to the next game, we're going to see Mariah carry, the Naturia Runick Ishizu player go first. We got Instant Fusion, Keldo, Haveness, Rhino, Shaylin. Alright, not going to let him have this game easy. Then they have Blessing, Tip, Tree, Sornir, and Keldo. Alright. So go Tip to search. And then that's going to go grab Storm, banish one. And then activate Storm, bring out Huggins. Huggins effect, discard Tree, chain Haveness. So summon Haveness, mill 3, and that mills Shaylin, Murley, go grab Fountain, and then Tree 1. Let's see, do they only use one effect or they use both? Okay, so now we can't Sornir and just completely stop it. They're going to put back Shaylin and Murley to do a fusion for Kikalos. They get to go search Mole Cricket, new Chain Link, Kikalos effect, and then Kikalos is going to dump Haveness, Haveness 1, Sornir 2. So they knew this line would play into the Bisted like this, but I guess they just wanted the Kikalos to be summoned and be on board. But now, normal summon Mole Cricket effect, Tribute, and then go special. Yeah, they only get one summon though, because they have the monster with the highest attack. So bring out Camilla, and then Camilla effect to go dump. Dump Tree effect, grab Blessing, and then we're going to go in the Charge Warrior effect, draw Talents. Oh my gosh, Talents draw Camilla and Sacred Tree. Okay, didn't draw any Runick cards. Bring out Camilla from the grave, off Blessing, and then Blessing to summon Camilla from hand. Overlay those, make number 60 effect, attach, doesn't draw any Runick cards. Still, off of all of those draws, yeah, I think like they drew off Talents, draw 2, they drew 2 off number 60, 1 off Charge Warrior, they just didn't see the other Runick card to be able to draw 3. Discard Keldo, go for Beatrice effect, chain Keldo, so they're going to put back the Blessing, and then dump Tree, grab Blessing, and then activate Fountain, set 2 cards, pass turn, they draw Shaylin, go main phase, activate Instant Fusion, pay 1,000, and then try to summon Mud Dragon. They're going to chain Blessing, so Blessing bring out Camilla, then they bring out Mud Dragon, new Chain Link, Camilla 1, Camilla 2, and then Mole Cricket 3, Mud Dragon 4, so Mole Cricket will bring itself out from the graveyard, and then Camilla will Sunday Monster, or Sunday Naturia card from the deck to the graveyard, and then bring one out. So they're going to dump Sunflower, and then summon it back from the grave. That's why they just summoned it there. Took a second to understand what was going on, sure. Yep, and it's completely fair to take a second to understand what's going on when your opponent skips stuffs like that. Cacalus effect, target itself, and then they're going to chain Sunflower to negate and destroy that. Cacalus effect, mill 5. And I was going to say, they're thinking on that one too, if they want to stop it. They mill Shaylin, Medora, Kelbeck, so new chain link. They're going to go Shaylin 1, Kelbeck 2. And then chain Sacred Tree to tribute. Tribute plant to summon insect, or tribute insect to summon plant. It's like vice versa. I think they're doing that, yeah, to make a free zone for Druid's Worm. So they're gonna summon and banish. Okay. And then both players mill 5 still. So we're gonna see Havnus, Scream. They mill more runic cards. Camela's gone, which mean they did have a Camela in deck. So Sacred Tree could have tributed Mole Cricket, left Camela on board, but I guess it doesn't matter because like you already used the extra tribute off the Camela, so you may as well leave the Mole Cricket. Yep, alright, I agree with that. Havnus, Scream, especially because like your opponent doesn't know what Naturias you play in your deck, so you could play Stink Bug and they wouldn't know it. Go search Solic, and then put back Havnus, put back Cacalus, but people also don't know what those cards do. Like I just said Stink Bug, 50% of you didn't know what that card does and are looking it up right now. That card says it's the same as like this, but when your opponent declares an attack, you can tribute to end battle phase. So make Dragos Tapalia, Shaylin effect, and then Beatrice, detach, and then Dragos Tapalia to negate that. Chain Sunflower. So they're going to go dump Medora, and then discard Keldos, summon mill 3. Now, new chain link. They're not going to activate any effect because they don't want to get hit with their shuffle back. And now they can just use their shuffle back to put back their shuffle back. And then we can just keep playing because our opponent has no more interruptions. And we obviously can still keep playing here with many ways. Put back your Medora, and then Dragos Tapalia and Storm. And then they're going to chain their effect. So then they're going to chain their effect. Alright. So we're going to see all of them used there. I guess putting back runic cards. And then normal summon Rhino, and they leave. They realize that they've lost. There's not a whole lot you can do to this. You got hit with Havnus in the engine, and then start with Instant Fusion. They even like discard or milled Kelbeck off the Shaylin. They just, honestly, that was just really unlucky for Mariah Carey there. They just needed to draw a runic card. Like a single runic card off any of that draw 5 just lets them get a draw 3. So like that's why they kept digging. Because like the draw 2 could have just been, you know, like the number 60, you could have maybe argued that it was weird to make it. But if they did draw a runic card, then their draw 2 play would have been a draw 5 play, which would have got more runic cards, which means they would have like that engine rolling, the Naturia engine rolling. You know, you have both of your engines rolling. Feels very good. But the match took about 35 minutes long, and with all that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.